Double heroic talks upload. Hero, are you doing alright, bro? Well, imaginary person who speaks in my voice and is just like me. I do not think I kind of have it in me to do a gaming month after this. I kind of just want to talk a little more. Not going to be as jovial as normal, and I apologize for that. But I thought I'd just give little updates too. The channel's not going anywhere. Before anyone thinks like this loss has just made me entirely want to be like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to do this no more. Like, I don't think that's gonna happen at all. But yeah, we've been going through a lot this week, this year so far. Only 3 months in, and excuse you, a lot's happened. A lot. I just figured, I'd tell you guys what I was doing behind the screen. As of right now, some of the things I've been doing is honestly just been playing a lot of Limbus. It's been getting fun. I've been experimenting with things. I've been scraping for scraps because I'm trying to upgrade as many units to 40 and 4 uptithe as possible because it's just kind of needed. Feel a little silly too because apparently everyone knew the secret to being really good at Limbus, and I'm just over here being a big dumb baby about things. I don't know what to do. I've completed the battle pass on it. I'm working on the Refraction Railway 3, which is well, some sanity loss. Other things. Oh, Mega Man: The Legacy Collection. I finally get to try out the game that I was unfortunately never really able to. I think Jamer had it first. I think he got stuck at one part, and then was just like, I do not care enough about this to continue trying, and we sold the game and probably bought something else. I don't remember. Sorry. But I'm playing it now and I'm trying it out. It's fun. Not really LP worthy for me, and I don't mean that in like it's not worth my time, but just I think I'd want to play that on my own time and not want to think while playing it. Unfortunately, when I record, I have to think. It's very taxing on someone like me. I gotta let you know. Gosh, what else is there? Oh yeah, I've been doing a little bit more of. I made a return to Infinite Fusion and started over too. I did not expect the difficulties to rise that high when I made it modern. And Jamer is also very much trying to stop me from being a nerd with it. What do I mean by that? He's trying to stop me from min-maxing so much. He just wants me to, like, enjoy the game, do silly fusions. That's twice in one video. Uh, I guess people needed him. Anyway. There was... So speaking of Pokemon stuff, I have actually been playing a little bit more Violet. I completed the Kitakami decks, although I'm quite late for that, I'm sure. Gonna get to work on the Blueberry Academy one. Gamer sure just loved getting his points there and gambling. He loves gambling. Pokeball one. He got like 4 special balls from the Pokeball one too, so that was a lot of fun. I actually have 4 Master Balls, I think, thanks to that too. Jamer's also experimenting with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which it's a noisy time. But yeah, speaking of Master Duel, I am still gonna try for, the challenge I've been doing. Emotions running high, sorry. Just wanted pause for that one to go by because now it's just rambling time. So I'd like it to be as somewhat coherent as possible. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make the cut this time too. I might have to just jump right into ranked, or I might have to leave it like for the start of the month. So I got to make sure that if I ever need a break, I have some videos prepared beforehand, and that's gonna have to be the road to platinum list. But as for just Yu-Gi-Oh in general, I haven't been touching it too much. I'm playing Unite as well, and if you've seen my Twitter, you know that the only reason I even dared to go on it because of someone I met in Unite. And I'm going to say this as clear as and plain as I can. Do not, when you are playing any game, put on your headset after a match and decide that now is the time to use slurs or insult teammates. You, quite frankly, should have been using that mic to communicate with your teammates in the first place. And if you only use it for that purpose, quite frankly, enjoy the report, bro. I hope your account gets banned and you have to rebuy the game and level up again and make a new gamer tag and spend another 60 or so for whatever live service you're using. I very much do not tolerate that type of childish bullying that goes on. Banter back and forth, that's whatever. But the moment you start using slurs and insulting someone like that, you're not in the right and you will never be in the right. I don't care if your teammate literally fed the enemy like 20 kills in League. I don't care if in Unite you gave up both score spots to the enemy. If you were not using that mic to talk in the first place and actually asking for help and explaining things, if you were... I'm going to give you all a piece of advice my stepmother gave me. The worst thing you can ever do to yourself is make plans around other people. Because you're setting yourself up for failure. Jamer has known me all my life. I've known him most of his life. I can't always tell what he's thinking. I can't magically divine that if we're playing, I don't know, Lethal Company, and I just look at him while we're both standing together, that he wants me to go through the door and open it first because I have the shovel. I think that sometimes I'll just think that he's standing there looking at me and we're being silly. I might try to bop him on the head with the shovel. Then I get yelled at in person because I bopped him on the head with the shovel. But communication, like, even when I'm doing something, and whenever I try to do something that involves other people, I try to keep in as much communication as possible. Because I know the moment something goes wrong, or something outside of the parameters happens, it's my fault for expecting different when I did not bother communicating such. Imagine getting upset at someone for not knowing that you packed them a lunch when you didn't tell them, hey, I packed you a lunch. Don't buy, like, $15 worth of food. We can use that instead to, like, I don't know, get a gift card or something. Or get like a booster pack, or I don't know. But it just frustrates me. Especially because, like a coward, the person who did this waited until after the match. After they didn't do that, perhaps the biggest thing was that, and I'm going to just go a little bit into detail on this. I'm going to just tell you guys the whole story. So, me and Jamer tend to only play Unite on our main accounts with each other. This is because A, solo queue might as well be the equivalent of cutting yourself at times. That's extreme, I know, but understand that I have actually lost many an hour at night because of solo queue and solo queue frustration. And I don't mean like, oh, you lost your hours playing. No, I mean I will have finished a match and then I'll sit down and just not want to do anything. Because I'm either upset or frustrated or annoyed. And I just don't want that to continue spreading and growing. But Jamer and I were just trying to do a quick rank match or two. We just lost the previous one. We wanted to jump back in. Salty runbacks are our bread and butter, and we don't learn our lessons until after we've been pounded into the dirt. But we decide that we also always duo too, so we're always in the same lane. We tried being separated, and the teammates just let us down too often. Just far too often. So I can't quite remember if Jamer was Lapras or Mamoswine. And I think I was Buzzswole. So we start trying our best to go ahead and start. We split up and we're getting ready, and we noticed that our teammate. We have 3 teammates: a Cinderace, a Trevenant, and I believe a Glaceon. Right? So, I think Jamer was actually Mamoswine. I remember him having to evolve, right? Yeah, he was Mamoswine. So, we noticed that... Oh, yeah. Alright, well, one moment. Ooh, boy. So the microphone fell. I'm gonna wrap up the story, tell you about the last thing I've been playing, and then probably end the video, but... Trevenant is supposed to go with Cinderace because Glaceon wanted jungle. And Glaceon heads down with Cinderace and Trevenant to go in. Normally they pick top lane. I guess Glaceon had a bit of a different route in mind, but Trevenant stops after the first Bunnelby taken out. And me and Jamer are confused, why is he stopped? Right? Again, we're a little heated still from the previous loss because it was winnable, but it's whatever. We got over it. So then Trevenant starts humming up top lane for some reason. And we're like, why are you up here? We both call top. And he even called bot. But it was just, again, I'll get into it after, but we said whatever, right? We decided we were just going to try our hardest to bully. In Pokemon, we don't really care if you, if we're sharing XP amongst 3 of us. As long as you're doing your job, that's all that matters. He wasn't. He would only ever try to leech and then do nothing. He would never come with us and fight with us. He always stayed at base circle. And Glaceon was left to try to help Cinderace, who was trying his hardest still. Now, we did manage to pretty much stomp top, and then proceeded to try and go help Cinderace, because Cinderace was behind. And it's a struggle. It's a struggle because Trevenant's not really doing anything. He's not helping. He's just guarding the one spot. And even then, he didn't do that all that well because, he's being salty. He's being an angry little boy for no reason. You know what? No, I'm not going to. He's being an angry little bitch for no reason. And it was, we were just flabbergasted, what's going on? He even tried surrendering when we got behind pretty freaking hard, too. you know. And I was just in utter shock. I'm just like, why is he acting like this? Why is he doing this? We then had to do a very difficult engage because we needed Rayquaza to win this. Cinderace was trying his hardest, and I believe he was also trying to jump on Rayquaza without getting, slam dunked by the enemy team. I had scored already and was trying to force them to, engage with me, which I was able to do. And because they actually had used Unites on me, even though I got KO'd, we were still able to, keep Rayquaza in a decent state. We rushed through. I get back up. Rayquaza's close to death with most of the enemy team still up on it. I managed to steal. And it was thanks to literally Cinderace, Glaceon, and Jamer, all of us just playing our hearts out. Trevenant didn't do anything, even though he had 50 points and shield. He just stayed at base doing nothing because he wanted us to lose because he got upset. So we managed to get Rayquaza. We managed to score. Mind you, it was close enough that without Cinderace scoring as he did, we would have lost. So it was thanks to Cinderace, myself, and Jamer that we were able to win. Glaceon did their best. Lord bless them, but they really needed more protection, and without Trevenant there, Jamer can't protect us all, and I can only do so much when I'm trying to fight 3 people, and 2 are ranged. But we managed to hold and protect, and we win, right? As me and Jamer were celebrating, we hear the mic turn on. We're like, oh, what's happening here? And that's when he just begins berating the Cinderace. Calling garbage, saying you need to learn, that when people have this symbol above their head, blah, blah, blah. And then he started using slur. He just kept going on and on and on. And me and Jamer were already ready to report him for game throwing initially. After that, I wish I could have, I felt like I had to make the call out post. And I hope that whoever runs that account, if you're watching this too, buddy, get carried. Honestly, get carried. You are even more trash at this game because even at my maddest, I don't game throw. Even when my teammates have cost me lead and sanity, I never game throw. I won't throw my life away trying to protect them. If I see the fight's losing and they're the ones who are we're about to be KO'd, I'm not going to throw myself into the ring of fire to try and get them out. But I will fight my hardest to make sure we all win so I can get out this game faster so I never have to see you again. But to game throw, to try and surrender early, and then flame, you are what's wrong with gaming communities. You are the example that people love to use against gamers, and you need to fuck right off of this community permanently. We don't want you here. We don't like your attitude. We don't like your slurry. We don't like the fact that you are a victim mentality. I bet you even told everyone else, oh, it wasn't my fault. The Cinderace messed me up and threw me off. That's probably your excuse, right? Fuck right off. Still get upset thinking about it. And I know the immediate thing is, why are you letting it bother you this much? It's because it shouldn't happen. It should not happen. I think perhaps that was the worst thing Unite did, was adding the mic, because no one ever uses it properly. They don't. I've seen it more used for insults and excuses than I have actually telling teammates stuff. I'm just going to say this too, I don't talk on mic when I play online games, especially competitive ones, because I'm afraid I'm going to flub up my words. And whenever I get annoyed, I do get toxic, but I always let it out in an environment where my teammates aren't. I do the Sky Williams. Ain't nothing but love in-game, out of game. If I could delete one person off of this planet, no consequences, it would be you. It would be your family first, and then you, just to make sure that the gene pool doesn't get polluted tonight. But in-game, it's alright, man. Don't worry about it. We'll get him next time. Yeah, you gave him double buffs, but you know what? That just means if I take him out, then I get double buffs. Buff transfer. Don't worry, man. Out of game, bro. If I could honestly pick one person to never have internet again, I'd pick my teammate right then and there. Just, and you're off the internet forever, and I've saved everyone a headache. I am truly the heroic legend we all need. Rant and anger aside, back into happy topics. One of the games I actually have been playing, which has helped me out with everything, has actually been I picked this game originally for heroic talks because trying to talk and keep my mental on my conversational pieces is very challenging when I have to think about the game I'm playing, even if it's simple. But the two boat horns followed by this airplane noise in my right ear, because I always leave the headphones right ear on, left ear off, it's just making me tired. Happy, better, slightly better. One of the games I've actually been playing as of late is Rogue Trader. And because of Rogue Trader, I've been watching YouTube shorts about Warhammer 40k, and I'm really liking it. I can't promise it'll be on the channel at any point, but I do want to say, like, I'm having way more fun with it than I thought I would. So, Gamer gets to put another notch on his games I've recommended to Hero that I know Hero will absolutely love, but Hero's resistant because he, change frightens. So, Gamer gets another gloating point. And a use against me in case I try to be like, oh, but I don't know if I'm going to go. But what about the others? I'm tired. It's been tiring. I'm going to just do my best to, enjoy myself this week as well. Relax. I'm going to have fun recording Dragon Quest. I changed the name of one of my little guys just so I have someone else in spirit with me, or honor them in a way. For now, I'm gonna end this video. Thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Much appreciate you for doing it. Until next time, I just want to say, laters.